Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today is the midpoint, the halfway point of the Megacolony event. Haven't done any content for it so far, saving up some packs. And so today I guess we're going to be doing some rolls and then just a brief overview of what I think about Megacolony. So before we begin, taking a little page from a different fights book, let's go look over some key cards that I think are valuable to discuss, and then go into the pack opening. Maybe this is more valuable for you. If you're just interested in the pack opening, or if you're just interested in the analysis, let me know down below. But I mean, initial thoughts though. What do you think about Megacolony? Again, last time I asked, some things you can only discover through playtesting and trying it on hand. And are there any differences in theory and practice for you? Does it work? What works? What doesn't work? Which cards do you think are underrated? Which cards do you think are overrated? Let me know down below before we begin. So overall, Megacolony it's the first introduction of Megacolony, very new clan, very fun. This clan actually came out in set 1 of the TCG, so it took them a while to actually bring into Vanguard 0, but there could be a reason why. They wanted more support for it before they launched it out. In set 1 actually, Megacolony didn't even have that many cards for Megacolony. I mean, they had Dark Irregulars and Tachikaze and stuff, and even Nubatama, but it was like 1 or 2 or 3 cards for each clan, and so they didn't really have the proper support for the clan fight format that Zero is operating in. So let's just look at the card list real quick. Let's start with the grade 3s. Personally, I think this is the better grade 3 boss unit out of the two. Martial Arts Mutant Master Beetle. Limit break 4 when it attacks the Vanguard, doesn't need to hit. Counterblast 1 to paralyze 2 of your opponent's rearguard. So, first of all, paralyze is a new mechanic where units that are paralyzed are put to the rest state and cannot stand or move until the end of the next turn. So, the one buff that they made to paralyze this mechanic is, first of all, you used to be able to change the position, at least move the paralyzed unit from the front row to the back row. Now it's stuck there. Secondly, you could used to be able to use card skills, like for example Novo Grapplers, card skills that restand your units. But in this case, Paralyzed locks that down too. They cannot do that or move until the end of the next turn. So this is interesting. It's a good buff. Paralyzed used to feel like a worse retire, with similar costs. Counterblast to retire 1 or Counterblast to paralyze 1, and Paralyze has less value because if you always had an additional option of just calling on top of it and just treating it as a retire cost, or keeping that card and saving it for next turn. And overall, I think this is a great change to the mechanic. This card is great because it's Counterblast 1 for Paralyze 2, and I think based on the card pool so far, it is the best cost to Paralyze ratio, and so definitely a very good card. The other option with your main boss is Evil Armor General Giraffa. It's the Ride Chain variant. It's the same Ride Chain as Fulbao. It's or Blau Klugers, for example. With grade 0, if you ride the grade 1, you get the grade 2. Grade 1 lets you search for the grade 3 by discarding a grade 3, and so it's definitely a consistent Ride Chain. Moreover, this card skill is when it hits Counterblast 1, retire 2 of your rearguards to retire 2 of your opponent's grade 1 or less rearguards. So it is an option. It does let you retire maybe pesky rearguards or units on your opponent's board. And when you ride this grade 3, you will be getting the grade 0, 5k Elfin Soul. So the cost of retiring 2 is actually mitigated by the way the Ride Chain works. Is this a very good skill? It's very situational, and you're retiring. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? But the quality of the retire is different. Like for example, Phantom Blaster Overlord would be Counterblast 2, retire anything on your board to retire anything on your opponent's board. But this card's retire skill is only retiring your opponent's grade 1 or less, and it needs to hit. So there's many different layers of conditions that make this card not as great as it may seem in hindsight. So I think general consensus is that Giraffa is less played, and Master Beetle is the way to go. But there is some merit to it, especially in certain matchups. Some other good cards, the Car of Megacolony when plays Call Top card, always great. Probably a heal trigger target. On place you can still Superior Call one, and that definitely does help with the cost of retire if you choose to do that. But even by itself, place just hauls up hard. It's nice. Free card advantage. Machining Stag Beetle is also a pretty common card that is seen. If you're interested in a complete deck, go check out Different Fight. I think his approach is pretty interesting. With Machining Core, you know, especially since if you're gonna be playing Master Beetle, you're not gonna be playing the Ride Chain. Machining Core lets you do build your field earlier and hit numbers with Machining Stag Beetle, so that's definitely an approach you can take. Some other cards is ignoring intercept when attacking. So we all know how the Desert Gunners are so annoying in Murakami. This one doesn't really ignore or like stun them or like stop them from intercepting, except and it only gives this unit the ability to bypass it. So it's less useful, but it's still an option to get through your opponent's intercepts. What else do you have here? Nothing much. Generic cards. Camouflage 2, Paralyzed 1, Lady Bomber, Machining, Toxic Soldier. Toxic Soldier is kind of like, you know, again the grade 1 Desert Gunner, but it's this unit can ignore intercept when attacking, not just ignore it for the turn. I mean, overall, not much. You know, the Machining Core is pretty good. So personally, I would go with the Machining and Master Beetle approach. And let's talk about the starters. You know, you have Machining Worker Ant when plays stand 1, so it synergizes with the grade 3. And then the other option is Megacolony Battler C. Forerunner, when rode upon, you can call this boost Vanguard. If hit, put it into soul, paralyze one of your opponent's rear guards. Definitely can be used early game to hinder your opponent's rush. And definitely a pretty good option. Definitely need to test it. I'm not a very big, I don't have a lot of experience with Megacolony, so definitely need to try this out myself. But I guess overall with the card pool, you can play the Ride Chain, you can play Machining, and you can play Master Beetle as a main target. And so I think there is still room for creativity. There are still multiple approaches to it, and definitely seems really fun to hinder your opponent, especially great matchup with Act Force, which is pretty popular now. So yeah. All right, so we have 29 packs. I wanted to do 30, but I guess the numbers didn't round up that way. So we're gonna roll 4, 5, and then 2 10 rolls and see what happens. Let's go. Triple rare, triple rare. This is a Master Beetles, you know. And yeah, let me know down below how your pulls were. And we'll see how we do. Oh, that's it, the Machining grade 3. All right, all right. Sentinels. One weakness of this deck is it's very focused on hindering your opponent, but not a lot about plussing, right? Other than the Machining Core. And so, you know, cards like the 7K, if you have 4 more rear guards, draw 1, or Counterblast 2, draw 1. You know, should be considered. Cards that help you enable to generate card advantage, I think, is important to consider in this deck. All right, 5 packs. Let's see. Triple rare, triple rare, triple. All right, double rare. We could still spark. We could still spark. Counterblast, draw 2, draw 1. All right, Master Beetle though. Probably nothing. Nothing. But that's okay. We still have 20 packs, right? We still have 20 packs. All right, let's go with 10 rolls and see what happens. 10 roll. Triple rare, triple rare, triple rare. Okay. Attack of the Megacolony. Whew. Not good. Absolutely nothing. For those who like watching me take L's, this is the video for you. The grade 2 Ride Chain. And yeah, I mean like the grade 3 might be underwhelming, but at least there's a ride chain to compensate on it, and there is some merits to the ride chain. I don't think it's the best iteration of that type of ride chain, but it you know, on attack paralyzed one, it's still okay as an option. All right, last 10 packs. Will entropy pull at least one triple rare, even though one triple rare is pretty useless? We need 4 Master Beetles. 4 Master Beetles? Triple rare. Okay. Okay. So if we pull something, I guess I'm happy. Master Beetle probably has more longevity. It's a better choice of or if, I mean, you can't pick, but if you can craft it, then I'd probably craft the Master Beetle here instead of the ride chain. Come on, 5th pack, still nothing. Still nothing. 6th pack. Anything? 7th pack. It's the ride chain giraffe. Why? Oh! Yeah, they say you don't get to pick which deck you play. I guess, yeah. More ride chain boys. I guess it's true. Especially if you're free to play. I guess that's it. At least we pulled 2 triple rares. 30 packs though. I'm almost 30 packs. Not the best, you know. On average, you'd see like what triple rare every 10 packs. But yeah, let me know down below, how did you do on your pack openings? How do you feel about Megacolony? And if you like this video, go like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. I will probably be doing a budget deck video for Megacolony then, since I think I'm a little bit too far off from completing the entire thing, and I don't really, I'm not really, you know, interested enough to be spending gems and stamina for this event. That's just me. If you love Megacolony, I hope you're not offended. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and stay safe. Goodbye.